Hi parents, it is Miss Douthit back with another week of updates for the week of December 8th and also for next week as well. I don't plan on sitting down and doing another massive week of updates for next week since it's going to be so much QMT testing and just classroom parties and stuff. So this will be the last one until after winter break. We're going to start with upcoming test dates. So this week on Tuesday and Thursday, we do have the FAST test. Tomorrow we have reading, and then on Thursday we have math. Those scores should become available to you on the parent portals immediately or very, very quickly after students take their tests. Next week on 12/16, 12/17, and 12/18, we will have our QMTs. Those are the quarterly tests that we take. So at the end of each quarter, we take the quarterly test for each subject. So on Tuesday, it's going to be the reading QMT. On Wednesday, it's going to be the math QMT. And then on Thursday, it's going to be the science QMT. This week in science, we continue to work on the STEM fair. We have covered how to complete a purpose hypothesis for the scientist, brainstorm for the engineer or the inventor, and materials list and step-by-step instructions. Students should be able to write this information for their individual projects, but I'm here to help if you have any questions. That's going to be Miss McCullough. Students can use sciencebuddies.org for ideas for their STEM fair. And then the Stowers STEM Fair will be held in the Media Center on January 9th. Students who participate will receive a ribbon and enjoy a reception following the STEM Fair. In math this week, we will be having our assessment on converting units of measure using the reference sheet. We will also be solving two-step word problems involving length. These word problems can involve any of the four operations: adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing. Our assessment on this unit is on Wednesday of this week. We will also be learning about the formulas on the bottom of our reference sheet. We will begin our area and perimeter unit. Students will need to use the key words in a word problem to determine if they are asking for area and perimeter. Area keywords would involve covering something completely or using the word square units. Perimeter refers to the border or outside edge of a rectangular object. Perimeter word problems might use words such as around, edge, frame, or fencing, to name a few. Students will need to determine if the problem is asking for area or perimeter, and then solve using the formula at the bottom of the reference sheet. In reading, students have 2 more assigned lessons on Common Lit for the additional practice if they would like to earn those star tickets. We will have a quick vocab quiz on this Friday on the words that students were introduced to last week. We will also have another exit ticket this week. Then we'll have the vocab quiz on Friday, and then we'll have the QMT next week. So those are 3 more assignments coming up for the end of the quarter for reading grades. If you are trying to get if your child is trying to get their reading grade up, those 3 things are going to impact their grade for the end of the quarter. Speeches. Students will have class time this week and next to work on their speeches during school. Some students will need time at home to work on and finish their speeches. I will not be grading students' written speeches. I will only be grading students when they actually present their speech at the end of January in class. Your child's goal should be to have their speech written by winter break. So either over winter break, or I would even really say that the goal should be to have it written before winter break. You should really only be practicing presenting the speech over winter break. You should not be writing the speech anymore over winter break. Only editing, really. Over the break, you should have your child practice their speech with you. Remember to time them. If you have family coming over, have your child practice their speech with them as well. Speeches must be between 2 to 3 minutes when spoken, so students should add or take out information to make their speech work within that time frame. It should not be less than 2 minutes, and it should not be more than 3 minutes. That is something important to practice with the Tropicana speech competition, is making sure that students are on pace for more than 2 minutes and less than 3 minutes. When we return from winter break, I will give students the opportunity to practice with peers in class and also condense their speech onto note cards that they can hold while presenting. Student speeches should be completed by the time we return from winter break. Speeches can be typed and printed, or they can be handwritten. But students should plan on coming to school with it to practice presenting with peers leading up to the actual presentation at the end of January. We have holiday spirit days coming up, theme days for next week. A flyer did go out, but I wanted to make sure that we, have the reminders for it. It was included in the Trailblazer. The flyer was included in the Trailblazer. Next Monday, it's going to be lighted up, wear shiny and bright clothes. Tuesday is going to be Too Festive Tuesday, wear your favorite holiday shirt. Wednesday is going to be Winter Pajama Day. Thursday is Holly Jolly Holidays, wear your favorite holiday hat or headband. And then Friday is going to be Holiday Silly Sock Day. And then for our holiday party next week, our holiday party should fall on Thursday of next week. In the afternoon too, we will probably do it after lunch since we have a little bit of an earlier lunch this year, so we'll probably do our holiday party after lunch around like 12:30ish in the afternoon. We will send out a separate email containing info about our holiday parties we will be having next week. Also, keep an eye out for info from homeroom parents about the parties and the volunteers. I know I've been in contact with my homeroom mom and Miss Gruber's homeroom mom, trying to schedule some different activities and some volunteers to come in, and then also creating a sign up genius for different food items that could be brought in by students. This will be my last big update before the break. I won't send one out for next Monday. Our next big Monday email is going to be after the break. I hope everyone has an amazing break with their families. I hope you have a great holiday with your family. Keep an eye out for those smaller emails about the holiday party or from our homeroom parents in regards to the holiday party next week. But this is our last big one until after the break. I will see you guys again in January.